From the day you are born in this society, you are either given the woman suitcase or the man suitcase. There are certain roles and rules that you would have to follow based on your genitals. For some people, the terms sex, gender, and sexuality are dependent of each other and define each other. Sex refers to biological criteria, while gender is socially and culturally defined based on those criteria, and sexuality is based on your preferences. Isn't it strange that our physical appearance defines who we are, how we should look like, who to love, and what to do or not to do? What is a woman? And what is a man? What does it mean? Sex and gender are not always synchronous, meaning they do not always line up in a easy to categorize way.
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, genetically, I guess it's a man has a penis and a woman has other bits, but I mean, in society, I think it's a different thing. I think a man can be a man if he wants to be a man, or a woman can be a woman if they want to be a woman. Because it's not as much like sex as in what we are, but it's more gender, I think, as in what you feel like. But then what my definition of a man and a woman is, I don't know, I don't want to have a definition because it's kind of nice when it's like, I don't think it's simple as 1, 2, 3, like ABC. I don't think it's as straight.
I think it depends vastly on like the person. Maybe it's hard to describe them, like have just a category for each of them. Like
I did work at McDonald's, and when there's a toy, there was a typical girl toy or a toy that's for a boy, I would maybe everyday life try and avoid having that sort of category. You're just not automatically thinking, oh, that's for females and that's for males, or that's girly and that's masculine.
for masculinity, I wrote strength, protection, courage, generosity and determination. For femininity, I wrote caring, mother, kind, loving and beauty.
For masculinity, I got stubborn, detached, tough, competitive and outwardly sexual. For femininity, I got emotional, caring, motherly, fragile and in touch with nature.
The three things are sex, sexuality and gender.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the one that's spoken about more is sexuality because of like gay, straight, bisexual, but then gender isn't really the thing out of the three of them that people really identify as a separate entity almost. Sex is the genetics, I want to say. Sexuality is who you're attracted to, if anyone. So gender is then whether you identify as a male or female.
Yeah.
Or whether you go between them, whether you fluctuate between them.
Or neither of them.
Or neither,
actually.
yeah, that is true.
I never saw them as men dressing up as women, but as something entirely different. A third gender that made more sense than the other two.
It's difficult because obviously the child's too young to kind of work it out for themselves, and you know everyone wants the best for their child, and the way society is at the moment, if you send your child to school and they don't know whether they're male or female, they're just going to get like completely and utterly destroyed. But at the same time, like, it's their choice, it's them, they're a person, and like they should be able to choose whether they want to be a man or a woman or both or neither or whatever, like that's their choice.
It's almost a way to control people, I think. It's like, I don't like what you're doing. Or not even I don't like it, just it's not normal. So we won't allow it. So we don't want more of people like you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's disgusting. Really disgusting, and it really kind of pisses me off. Because it's not fair. And it's not normal to do that. It's not normal to imprison someone because they're like have sex or feelings or whatever with someone who, like, even in the smaller sense, like if I meet someone and they're like, oh yeah, I don't know, we're friends, they're like, oh, I don't think it's right to be gay. I just don't understand it. I mean, I'll listen to them, I'll listen to what they say, but I don't, when they're trying to, or it was one person I'm thinking of, when they try to justify it, I was like, it just doesn't fit. Like, you're not really listening to what I'm saying, you're just, I'm right, this is what I've said, this is what I've said. And I feel like that's kind of the law as well. It doesn't listen to
Individuals.
well, not even individuals, but just something that isn't the same as everyone else.
People need freedom. You can't force people to behave a certain way or act a certain way when it's talking about issues like this. It's hard because people feel like society judges people in a certain way, but saying how do we change like the views of society when society is just all of us, like it's hard. I don't think there's no straight answer to it.
I feel like often it's quite the old generation that have not accepting of all, it's like the diversity of gender and what you identify yourself as. I think we're becoming a society where we're going to embrace it, but obviously there's still people that aren't, but I feel like they're the people that are, they're scared of change.
They use taboo and scare tactics to scare people into being afraid of change. Sometimes change is good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's good if they change the chocolate in a fucking Cadbury's bar. Like it might taste better. People are scared of a societal structure that's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years being broken down and built up again.
Yeah.
And I think that is the fear that everyone is scared of. Everyone is scared that things are just going to go to shit, basically, if something happens.
I just think it shouldn't matter too much, like everyone, I mean this is a bit idealistic, but everyone should just try and live together and just be happy and just you do you.